Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. You guys really liked this type of intro last time, so I'm happy to hear that. So we're going to try it again. This deck was insane. This is the deck that got me like 300 cubes in a day. I got infinite in less than 24 hours with this deck. So this is just more gameplay. Weirdly enough, so like this kind of just speaks to the strength of the deck. I've also played a lot of these styles of decks. Like I've literally hit infinite with like a She-Hulk deck for like the last 3 seasons because I just really like Moon Girl She-Hulk. I have like 800 Moon Girl boosters at this point that I'm just waiting for a variant for. But like the basic kind of thing going on with this deck that I think is really important to talk about is that you have a terrible Sandman matchup and your Galactus matchup is poor, but those matchups are -1 cube. Like you just leave. You leave. You don't play it out. You don't. If they snap, you're gone. You know what I mean? Like if you have a bad hand, if you think they're gonna play like Wave into Sandman, you leave. You're gone. Whatever. You're over it. And those are very popular decks in the metagame, and I understand that. But like you have such great cube equity with this deck because you have so many tools. Like it's really hard to destruct you. You play around armor really well. Sometimes Cosmo gets you, but most of the time you can play around Cosmo. Like it's very strong. It is seriously strong. Again, I got infinite in like less than 24 hours, and when I showed the video, when I was playing it on stream, some of my viewers were like, I've been playing this deck and it's been doing great. One of my viewers said they were like 15-2 with the deck and they're plus 36 cubes or something like that, and they only played for like an hour. And again, like what I was doing and why I didn't have a lot of footage of this for yesterday's video was I was like literally on my other monitor watching like Twitch. I was watching like a Dota stream or like South Park or something, and I was playing just because I was like busy. You know what I mean? I didn't have time to stream. Where like when I was playing it live, it was still doing really good. It's a very strong deck. Like I just it's very strong. I think, and this is a common question, so I'm gonna spend more time in the deck tech today talking about like the kind of decisions here. Ideally, right, you are going to play Bishop on 3. That is like best case scenario. If you have Bishop on 3, the deck is so much stronger. And then you are trying to decide what your turn 4, 5, and 6 look like after Bishop on 3. You can still win if you don't play Bishop on 3 because you can just go like Iceman on 1 into Angela on 2, pass on turn 3, hit Monkey Beast, and then you pick up Angela, Iceman, hit Monkey Beast. But really what your decision that's really important for the game is am I going to be copying cards with Moon Girl, or am I picking stuff up with Beast? Like what is the resource I'm generating, right? What is the cards I want more of? And to answer that, I think it really comes down to a few things. The best stuff to copy is always going to be She-Hulk, Demon, and Hitmonkey. Hitmonkey has a tiny asterisk where Hitmonkey is way better if you have Mysterio, because then Hitmonkey is by itself 6 power, right? You go Mysterio into Hitmonkey, it's 6 power, 10 if you have the Mysterio. Where if you don't copy like 2 of those cards, you basically have to ask yourself, is it worth missing a draw to Moon Girl my hand? Sometimes you don't even get a full 3 cards. Sometimes you only get like 2. So like sometimes if somehow my hand is like Moon Girl on the far, like She-Hulk and Demon on the far left, and then like 3 other cards, and I'm only copying She-Hulk and Demon, I'm gonna copy that, right? Because She-Hulk and Demon are like 2 of the better cards in my deck. Where like even if I don't draw Hitmonkey, that's that's so many stats. That's 18 plus 12. So that's 40 stats. No, 30 stats? That's 30 stats. With just 2 Demons and 2 She-Hulk. And then you also have Sunspot, which even if it's nerfed, it really doesn't matter. Where you're still very strong. And when you have Bishop, like all of this stuff grows. It becomes very powerful. So really, that's the biggest thing you have to learn about when you play this deck. And I think that will probably give you the most trouble as you're trying to figure things out. But other than that, the deck's super strong. I think the linear plan is not simple, but like you have a very clear path where you are saving all of your cards for the last turn, right? Like even if you can play something for 0 energy, like Iceman, I won't play Iceman for the last turn a lot of the time. It is matchup dependent because I just want another trigger for Hitmonkey, or I want another trigger for Bishop that I haven't put down yet. Sometimes I play Bishop turn 5 and I just don't soak with She-Hulk, and it's still very strong. If you guys have questions, there are 2 gameplay videos now, so I hope that helps. I also I read all the comments, so if you guys have comments with questions and stuff like that or advice, I always try to answer that. If there's like a really good comment kind of asking a very complicated question, I'll sometimes pin it. But that's all. I hope you guys enjoy. Good luck with this deck. Really climb with it while you can. I mean, I don't know. Before everyone figures out what this deck is, I really think it's that strong. Normally I'm not like, this deck's like good, but it's not that good. This deck is crazy. I've never had a deck get me 300 cubes in a day. That was insane. I hope you all enjoy, and I hope to see you all tomorrow for another Marvel Snap video. But I see, like, the Sunspot nerf, like, hasn't really mattered in this deck, honestly. Like, obviously, like, it's 1 less stat always. But, like, Sunspot's still great. Like, Sunspot's still really strong. If you can take away a power from every card and it's still, like, very playable, it was too good before, right? Yeah, the mine works really weird. Collapsed mine is worded such that it will always get rid of every rock on the board. So if you take a turn off, it is always removing all rocks from the board. That is intentional, I think, but that is 100% how it's worded. That is the intended case of it. They got a Sarah, which is a lot better than my Hitmonkey. We can maybe still play. Depends what the X-Mansion is. Red Skull is good. They probably wanted the Bast. Like, Bast is probably good for them. I think I'm still playing. Like, okay, so hear me out. They have Shang-Chi, probably. We did get X-Mansion diffed. We did X-Mansion diff them. But I think we're kind of fine. How many cards do they have in hand? They have 4 cards in hand. I actually think we can keep playing. I'm going to play this here, this turn, just to, like, increase the cost of a card in their hand, and then if I draw a Beast, I can Beast these. Sentinel? Yeah, like, if their turn is just a Sentinel, that's, like, not that good, right? Especially since we're growing a Sunspot. The bigger issue... Okay, so I do draw Beast. This is going to throw priority, potentially, in a good way for me. So, this is going to cost 2, this is going to cost 1, this is going to cost 0. So 3, 2, 2. I have to play She-Hulk this turn, or I won't be able to next turn, and I want to make sure I'm playing everything. So let's just reorder that. We're gonna diversify where they have to Shang-Chi. So this is gonna hit all of these, and then last turn 2 energy, 1 energy, 0 energy, 2 energy, 0 energy. We're gonna be able to play everything. Meanwhile, I said if he just plays Iceman, his hand is not that good. That's true. That's true. That's true. We might be mind gaming them. Okay, so they do run Bast themselves, so I don't think the Bast really mattered for them that much. That's true. Okay, steal priority middle. Shang-Chi be middle? No. Huh. So the bigger issue now, I think, is that they could have both Shang-Chi and Killmonger. But I still think it's, like, actually winnable, and that might be copium. But, like, they have to Shang-Chi one of these 2 spots, and I think we're winning. I think we're going to win right, and I think we're going to win. So their hand is Sentinel. And then probably Shang-Chi Killmonger. And they're Shang-Chiing me here, right? So I think I'm just giving up middle. Because middle I'm also already winning, too, right? Like, I don't have to do anything middle to win. So plus 0 here, fill here, fill here, Hitmonkey. That feels pretty good. They could Shang-Chi me right. Shang-Chi right would be kind of spicy, but I think we're fine. Chat, I mean, like, we read them like a book. We called every shot. Like, that was actually... Played around Shang-Chi, won around Killmonger. Like, we read everything, right? Like, that was totally fine. We actually read it like a book. I guess if I could change anything, and this might even be wrong, but I would consider it again, they could have Shang-Chi'd right and killed my Bishop and my Hitmonkey. But they also didn't know I was going to play Bishop right, because I played it last turn. But, like, maybe I'm supposed to play Bishop and Hitmonkey in a different lane. But, like, I think any way I draw up that plan, there's always 2 cards in a lane that are going to be Shang-Chiable, right? So, like, they could Shang-Chi the Shield, they could Shang-Chi the Red Skull, the Bishop, and the Hitmonkey. And there's 3 lanes. So one lane is always going to be double Shang-Chiable, right? Potentially, like, if we get unlucky, basically. I'm going to play Bishop here, specifically because this isn't going to be New York, and so we want to be able to move stuff into New York, potentially. Evil, yes, evil. This is a game where I don't really want to Moon Girl, and I think Beast is better. Because I think that having the extra 1-drops is good with Bishop. It lets us potentially soak on turn 5 in a way that the other cards don't. Like, copying these with Moon Girl isn't that good, but picking all of these up and playing another Hood for free is very good. Very good. That is until they, like, wave me, but, like, we don't know if they're the wave deck yet. Trying this deck since you joined the stream for about an hour. Pretty good so far. I think this deck's great. I'm going to be honest with you. I think this deck's a banger. I appreciate it, Sandin, but I you know, I think you got some sauce there, you know? So, we do have to worry about getting waves. So, optimal counterplay to wave is to play, like, multiple stuff, but we also want to play into drawing Hitmonkey or She-Hulk. So, I think I'm just going to Hood here, and if I get waved, I'm really sad. They haven't snapped me yet, so they might just be greeting the snap, but also, like, we don't want priority in the last turn because their Shang-Chi will be good. So, I think it's just play Hood and pass. This is, like, bad to wave, but good to everything else. Okay. They could also be a Killmonger deck, right? Like, this Thanos deck could be so many things, so they could be a Killmonger deck, too. You never know. Right. Okay, so we drew Hitmonkey, which is kind of why we played all of that stuff anyways. So we're going to eat these because these are bad. We're going to go Angela. This. Do we have to eat is the question. Can I just say... Can I just eat and nothing else? Am I not Angelaing? I might not Angela. I want to play both demons, I think, more than I want to play Angela, right? Because this is 12 stats and Angela's only 6 stats. And this is kind of just playing for everything, right? Like, middle's pretty strong here. Right is pretty strong. We're going to 11 times 2 is 22, plus 7 is 29. So we're 29 on the right. So we're currently winning right. We are strong middle. If they play like She-Hulk middle, we're beating that. So I think this is fine. Okay, so we're beating that. That's what I mean. Like, it's really solid. Like, we had a lot of options there. And we kind of just, like, were able to choose what cards. The hardest thing is deciding what cards you're playing, right? Like, Angela's kind of bait there, because you're like, oh, I can play Angela into an open lane. But this is just actually, like, more stats, right? Absolutely on some philanthropist shit, though. Like, actually, like, anything you could think of, they've played with Galactus, which is, like, good for them. Like, if they like the card, good for them. If they like the G-Man, go for it. But, like... We're talking, like, Galactus Bounce. We're talking Galactus Mr. Negative. We're talking Galactus Nimrod. We're talking Galactus Ramp. Like, it's all the formula is there. You know what I mean? Playing the Lockjaw into the closed path is interesting. I think this means either they weren't thinking about it or that they have Killmonger, right? I don't think I've played Electro yet in the deck. I played a little bit of Electro. I think Electro's kind of in a bad spot right now. I mean, I guess Electro's good in Sandman, but I don't know. Electro was really bad in the Leech days. Electro was really bad when like Shuri was the best, when Thanos was the best deck. Yeah, no, I agree with that 100%, Sanjin. Cucumber is the most like what's the word? Like he's a very rational like Galactus player. You know what I mean? He literally says he's like, I play Galactus because it delivers salt. I care about nothing else, and that is like he's aware. You know what I mean? Like he's fully aware of what's going on here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I love my favorite types of decks are playing a lot of cards in a single turn, and I don't think that Electro enables that at all, right? Like, Electro just is not very good at that. I think I'm playing both of these and I'm saving the Iceman for last turn. If I get waved, I'm really sad, but otherwise my turn's really good because I get to go Demon and then, like, a million other stuff for Hitmonkey. So if I get waved here, I'm sad. Okay, it's just a Dino. Switching, yeah, he is down to Earth. Switching from Ramp to other decks was so hard for me, and now I can't play Ramp. It's too slow for me now. Yeah, it's like... Once you like, when you first start, you're like, man, Ramp is awesome. Like, I'm just doing one thing a turn. I know what the plan is. You know, I got everything I need right here. But then you play like another deck, and you're like, wow, casting spells is really fun. And then ramp seems terrible. Like, why would I play ramp? Like, that's just what happens. That's like the cycle for every player, I think, actually. So this is it over excessive in the middle? So this is, I'm at 8. This is plus 6. So I'm at 14. And then demons plus 8 to 22. Right? Because I'm adding, this is 10 plus another 4 is 14. So 4 plus 14 isn't enough, right? So, oh, I'm also adding this 4. So 4 plus 10 is 14, plus another 4 is 18, and 4 plus 18 is 22. So I'm beating them with 22 here, and then I play both of these here, and then this is winning here, right? Loses to blue marble, notably. It's not blue marble, though. Good. You lose to Raw Thanos, right, otherwise. Oh, yeah, you're right. I like this change. Once we counted it out, I like this change. Yeah, we lose to just 10 Thanos here, right? That's fine. And this beats Magneto, which is also really good. This is just a marble if you hit Monkey Mid. We lose to a lot of stuff hit Monkey Mid, right? Like, we lose to Doom. We lose to Blue Marble this way, but we beat other big card this way, which I like. I think I prefer this. Vulture is not very good. Chat, we got emotes for this now. Chat, we got emotes for this now. So all the Twitch subs, do the thing. Do the jingle. We got the leech emote now, chat. We got the leech emote, Twitch subs. Oh my god, we're prepared for this. There we go. We got the emotes now, chat. First one? This is a great hand, by the way, but we don't know what they're playing yet. This deck can also outpower... This deck can outpower Shuri by a lot sometimes. Like, this deck can totally outpower Shuri. Okay, last time we played Bishop into Danger Room, we lost the flip. So now, there's no way we lose a second 25%er. We already paid our 25%er tax. So Bishop into Danger Room is going to be huge. There we go. That's math, chat. That's math right there. Math, isn't it? Isn't it? I'm just going to play Hood and Iceman here to dump out cards for Bishop, and then if the Hood dies, it's great. If Iceman dies, it's not really a big deal. They count split after you infinite once, so not the initial card. Yeah, okay. So it's either 3, 4, or 4, 5. It just depends how you define the initial card. But both are the same, right? Like we're talking about the same thing, right? Yeah. Sanjin dropped the link in chat. And then I'm just passing, I think. Do I pass? This is better because this grows everything. I think this is good. I think you snap this. See, I'm already infinite. I would have snapped. Oh, if you count the base card, it's 5/6. I would snap this if I was not infinite already, but since I am infinite, I want footage, so I'm not gonna snap. But this hand is crazy. That is very good. So again, if we cared about our rank, we would snap. But since we care more about footage, since we're infinite, we are back to not snapping. This would be a snapper if you could, though. Absolutely would be if you could. Just like the good old days, chat. So this kicks Titania over. So if I'm playing nothing here, this will live? No, because the Mysterio kicks it back, right? So it's fine either way. So I'm doing this because I'm kicking the Titania back either way, right? And then this just plays to all 3? This seems really good. Cosmo? Cosmo's fine, right? I think we beat Cosmo. See, that's like, that was great. You know what I mean? We actually just won all 3. That we just won all 3. But yeah, how are you, Father Newman? It's nice to see you. I don't know if I've seen you in chat before. It's nice to see you. And Galactus. I think Galactus, you're like... Galactus, you also, yes, only retreat on 1 cube. I don't know if your Galactus matchup is bad. It's probably, like, unfavorable, but I don't know if I'd say it's bad. Straight up. Yeah, with Octopus, it might be rough. That's true. You do have, like, good... Like, you have Disruption. Like, you have Iceman, and you can bounce Iceman sometimes, which is very good. Also, sometimes you can just, like, outpower their Galactus because they get a bad null and they get a bad death because you're, like, dumping all of your stuff on the last turn. Well, like, it kind of depends, but, you know, it goes both ways. Polaris? I don't really care about Polaris here, right? I think I'm just picking these up with Beast, and then I'm, like, playing Angela. Here. So pick these up with Beast, and then play them into Angela and Carnage. Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, Father Newman. I'm happy you're checking out the stream. Thank you for watching the YouTubes, too. I really appreciate it. It's nice having you in chat. I really appreciate it. So we play Angela here. We play the Sunspot to soak. Our She-Hulk is going to cost 0, and then we're just dumping on the last turn, which is very good. Yeah, this seems strong. And we're protecting the Sunspot underneath the Rakana, which is good. And I did Iceman, Hood Monkey, Beast. That's awesome. Hey, what's up, Cool Q? Welcome back. Goose doesn't matter for us. I think we win this. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close, but I think we're good. So basically, we get to get rid of our bad cards and put in good cards. So like we're going +1 card here. The Wasp is 0 power. So this is 4 cards getting eaten here. Or maybe I don't want that. So this is 2 cards eaten here. This is a 6 power Carnage into a 9 power She-Hulk, so this is 15. And then I guess we play for left. Or maybe I'm playing for middle. Am I playing for middle more? The Hood here is plus stats. Bishop is going to be fine either way. Am I playing the Hood for stats? So this is going to be 6%. This is 15 here, so I'm beating Nova getting blown up because they go +2 here to 12. If they play like a 3 power thing here, like if they play Killmonger here, I'm beating them right, or I'm beating them left, and then I think I'm winning middle. So I think I'm fine here. I'm also gaining 2 off the Sunspot. This feels good. Let's see. Jug just doesn't matter, right? And this is exactly what we said. So we're gonna be big enough here, right? We're gonna be at 15, so we're tying them here. I think this is win all 3. We're probably not winning right, but we're winning middle and we're tying left. And then we're going +4 here, +2 here. It's so clean, chat. It's so clean. It is obviously very dependent on how well you understand what their deck's doing. Like, I shot called them, right? Like, I knew what they were doing, right? Like, I was like, oh, if they Killmonger here, this is what they're at 15. But, like, it obviously depends what they're doing. But, like, if you have a good understanding of what their deck is able to do, you're just often able to outpower them, right? Like, you just get to make all of your decisions on the last turn. So as long as you know, like, what the output range of their deck is, you can steal so many games. Like,
thank you for making it to the end of my Marvel Snap video. If you liked, I would really appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, leave a comment. I also stream on twitch.tv/HomeboyMaxwell, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for checking out my channel.